What up? Winbush here. And today I'm excited to show you guys the world's first AI powered shoes, which are also the world's fastest shoes, the Moonwalker. Now these shoes came about because in my hometown of Pittsburgh, somebody was actually walking to work and they almost got hit by a vehicle. And so from that point on, he was like, how do I make a shoe that is efficient, that will get me out of danger quickly and also just walk more efficiently, which that's where the Moonwalker shoes came in. Now, the first thing you'll notice is the sleek box here. As you see the unboxing, we have a couple of things in here. You have the power adapter, you have the shoes, everything that you would need to get started. And the first thing that I noticed is the shoe right here. It's particularly heavy, like it's around 5 pounds. So take that into consideration as well. Me, I'm a big guy, I work out, so it was no problem for me. But I know with my wife, she's a little bit smaller. She was having some issues when trying to get these to work as well. So take that with a grain of salt. Now notice the one thing it did say too, the user limit is around 220 pounds, in which I weigh a solid 270 plus, and I was still able to use these with no problem at all. Now getting things started was easy. You just put your feet into them. They have magnetic velcros that you just kind of slide over your feet. They automatically click in and you're good. And then from there, just make sure the shoes are parallel to the ground. They're just level. You turn them on and they'll start talking to each other. Once you see a solid white light, that means they're both calibrated and ready to go. Now right off the bat, the first thing that was a little bit uncomfortable for me was you automatically think roller skates when you put these on, because these do have wheels on them. So you want to kind of glide with them, but that's not how they work at all. When you're watching the instructional videos, they tell you just to walk normally as you normally would. So heel first and then move up with your toes. And so once I started doing that, it actually felt really natural just walking around with these, but they do clank a lot. Like whenever you're walking with them, it's kind of hard to get into that groove at first, but it took me around 10 to 15 minutes without being able to clank them around, but you still will hear them. Like think electric bike or a hoverboard for the type of decibel levels that these are going to emit. And so when I was walking around my neighborhood, I did have people actually come outside just to kind of be nosy and see what I was doing, but they're not extremely loud, but definitely people are going to take notice once you're walking around with them. Now I know in their video, they show you walking like up steps and things of that nature. So I actually walked up and down my driveway, no problems at all. You could use them turned on, you could use them turned off. And I think that's where the AI power comes in, because as you're moving, I can notice that the shoes are actually trying to acclimate to my walk pattern there. And so I'm not sure how the mechanics work inside of it, but I think it's trying to keep up with the pace of how you're actually walking. And you can get up to speeds of 5 to 7 miles per hour. But as I was starting to move fast, I did get a little bit uncomfortable. So if you come to a complete stop there, you will jerk forward, in which they do say walk with a lean forward a little bit while using these, but I think it just takes a little bit of time to get accustomed to them. Now with these bad boys being motorized and AI powered, you know the price tag is going to be a little bit hefty. They do come in at around 1400 USD. So, you know, take that if you're a tech head like me. Maybe it's something that you want to pick up, or maybe you want to wait for generation 2. So for my final assessment, you know, having AI powered shoes, I think is neat in concept. It might take generation 2 for me to fully jump in on it. Now for my final assessment, I do think they're cool. I don't know if it's something that I would personally wear out in public right now, because they do turn a lot of heads, I'm not going to lie. Like it's something that is an anomaly. So, you know, you have the engine making a little bit of noise, and then, you know, when my wife and son were using it, they were extremely uncoordinated using it. So they're clunking them around, and that does make a lot of noise there. So I would say maybe in generation 2, as they start to become a little bit more sleek, a little less heavier, and a little bit more intuitive, maybe that's something that could go mainstream. But for right now, I would definitely say it's more something for tech enthusiasts. So definitely, if you have any questions, leave me a comment down below if you want to know anything about these shoes right here. And until next time, stay fresh, keep creating, and I'll catch you in the next video. I'll see you soon. Take care.